Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to help you get up to speed fast, breaking down complex sources into insights you can actually use. Today, we're tackling a really big idea, this proposed global dynamic curriculum for civilization.
Yeah, and it's more than just a list of courses. The sources frame it as a whole integrated system.
A system. How so?
Whoa, it's this huge commitment, right? 588 hours total, planned out over 13 different disciplines.
Wow, 588 hours.
Yeah, and the idea is you'd complete it in about a year. It's supposed to give you a, quote, general summary of civilization.
Okay, that's ambitious. And who is this actually for? It sounds pretty demanding.
Definitely. The structure is rigorous, about 12 hours of study a week. And you're right, the audience isn't, say, typical college students.
Right.
It's aimed directly at people already working, like public servants, educators, entrepreneurs, tech people.
Leaders, basically. People who need that broader view to make connections in their work.
Precisely. It's about equipping people to see how different fields link up, not just learn facts in isolation. And the really core part, the bit they highlight as their intellectual property, is what they call the innovative synthesis model. That's their method for connecting these, seemingly unrelated areas.
Okay, that sounds like the most interesting bit. Let's dig into that. How do they actually connect these disparate fields? What's the first example?
So the first big link they draw is between linguistics and network architecture, the linguistics network connection.
Linguistics and networks, like computer networks. How does that work?
Well, the idea is pretty fascinating. They argue that the deep structures of human language, syntax, semantics, how we build meaning, actually mirror the way modern networks and even AI are designed.
Okay, so understanding language helps you build better tech.
Kind of, yeah. They have this 36-hour course, Miracles of Human Language, but it's not about poetry. It's about the logic, how your brain handles ambiguity in a sentence, for instance.
I see.
That understanding, they claim, gives you a direct model for designing more intuitive, more human-like digital systems. Maybe even helps with AI alignment, making AI understand us better.
So language structure as a blueprint for code structure. Interesting. Okay, what's the next synthesis?
The next one shifts to the physical world. Material science linked to governance.
Material science to governance.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems like a leap. How do materials relate to running a country?
Well, think about it. This 60-hour module isn't just for engineers learning about alloys. It reframes technical knowledge as essential civic strategy.
How so?
It covers how we extract materials, how we use them, safety issues, but connects all that directly to national stability and policy.
Yeah, okay, like resource management.
Exactly, but deeper. Understanding, say, the geopolitical risks of relying on a single source for a critical material, or the real costs and challenges of switching infrastructure to greener materials. These aren't just engineering problems.
So policy decisions.
Right. Rooted in a solid understanding of the science behind those materials. So policymakers need this, not just the tech experts.
That makes sense. A very practical connection. What's the third key link they highlight?
The third one connects ethics and the machine, specifically how ethical principles inform the design of autonomous systems.
AI ethics. It's obviously a huge topic right now.
Definitely. And this curriculum tackles it head-on, especially in the 72 hours they dedicate to robotics and devices. The goal isn't just technically capable machines, but machines that are, as the source puts it, morally aligned.
Morally aligned. How do they propose teaching that? Ethics can be pretty abstract.
They seem quite specific. They talk about drawing ethical frameworks from, long-standing religious and civic traditions, but then embedding those principles directly into the engineering process.
Like into the code itself.
Exactly. They mention using advanced concepts, even referencing things like the Stanford machine learning course to build ethical checks and balances right into the algorithms. It's about bridging philosophy and practical coding.
So it's not just an ethics class bolted on the side.
Doesn't seem like it, no. And the overall structure supports this integration. You've got 48 hours of basic Python programming, alongside 12 hours on ethics and public policy, and then those big chunks on robotics, architecture.
Yeah, 60 hours for architecture, too. It shows they're serious about giving both the technical skills and the broader context, the guardrails.
So pulling it all together, what does this kind of intense, synthesized learning actually mean for you, the listener?
Well, it seems the goal is to create leaders who can naturally connect these complex areas. Someone who understands that a policy decision might have roots in material science or implications for AI ethics.
Precisely. It's about fostering that holistic understanding needed for today's really complex challenges.
And the source material doesn't just call this an education program, right? They use much grander language.
They do. They actually describe it as potentially a civilizational blueprint for the 21st century.
A blueprint for civilization. That's quite a statement.
It is. And maybe that leaves you with a provocative thought to consider. What really changes when we start treating education itself, especially this comprehensive, integrated kind, not just as personal development, but as a core strategic tool for, well, deliberately shaping the future?
Something to think about. That's all we have time for in this deep dive.